Hi, I'm Ben London, and I'm the Executive Director of Sonic Guild Seattle. My connection to Northwest Polite Society is that I used to work here. I used to be a partner in this organization and worked with Chuck and some other folks for 3 years. Fantastic company. Loved how we were able to work with arts organizations and help promote culture across Seattle and beyond. Had some really good times working here, engaging them for projects that I work on with Sonic Guild now that I'm there. The way it works is that we open it up to our members, advisors, past grant recipients, and the general public to make our first round of nominations. All of those bodies suggest artists for consideration, and they go into a pool. That gets narrowed down into a top 40, and then at that point, our members, past grant recipients, and advisors all vote to determine who the top 10 grant recipients are. In addition to that, out of those cash grants that we do a variety of free education programs that are available to the entire music community that are trying to help support people's career development. And then here in 2025, we also introduced an application-based grant to support artists that are trying to tour. The other day I was in a hotel room on a work trip, and the TV was on in the background, and to hear one of Dean Johnson, I think one of our 2022 grant recipients, saw me used in a national commercial for a Western wear brand. So many things have to go right for a musician for them to try to build a career, and the fact that we're able to play a role in helping them push that boulder uphill is very meaningful, and the whole reason that our organization exists. Maybe not everybody's going to get to the mountaintop, but to help everybody try. So much of why we like working with agencies like Northwest Polite Society is it's about magnifying, it's about telling a story, it's about trying to take the good works that we're doing or other nonprofits are doing or other cultural presenters, providers, and letting the world know about it. Polite Society over the years has found some amazing ways of utilizing a variety of different marketing tools to get the message out, to get the person walking down the street or get the person that's on Instagram or on social media of other varieties. It's all about storytelling, and that is authentic to the brand or to the organization, and finding people that understand that. Having been an active participant in our music scene for over 30 years, it continues to evolve every day. We've spent a lot of time putting the 90s on a pedestal, grunge, the Big Four, Nirvana, and Pearl Jam. But what people talk about less is that every year a new crop of artists emerge out of this community. Death Cab for Cutie, Macklemore, Deep Sea Diver, Brandi Carlile. What I love about what we do with Polite Society is that we're not trying to decide what the future of music is, but build a magnifying glass. I just love playing music. There's something about going into a room and creating something from nothing that all of a sudden can make people feel something. It's amazing. Sometimes they feel something good when they hear it, sometimes they feel something bad when they hear it, but they feel something. It's community to me. It's all about the people that I'm creating with, the people that I get to perform alongside when you're doing shows and things like that. And then I've just had some of the most profound experiences in my life tied to music, whether that's standing in a room with 100 other people, seeing some music that feel like, oh my God, it's never gonna get better than this, or to be proud of my friends or my acquaintances as they succeed. And then every now and then see an artist how they can come up with a song that goes around and makes people feel something around the world. And that's just an amazing parlor trick of sorts of what music can do. I feel like we're so lucky in Seattle in particular to have this robust community. I can differentiate between the two. When I step on stage, I'm only thinking about playing music and how that makes me feel and interacting with a crowd, as opposed to in my role with Sonic Guild, where I'm thinking about how I can support other musicians and them have more profound experiences and more successful experiences in their career and what they're doing. So I think it's totally doable, but more important than ever that because musicians and creatives of all sorts have to wear a lot of different hats, it's a great way to be able to bounce the ball around into different areas. And sometimes maybe you're feeling like you're hitting a brick wall in one creative aspect of your life. You can pop over and work on something else, and sometimes that unlocks something else. And the key, I think, is to just find how you can make all of these different parts of this larger thing creative in some way or another. Musicians often wonder, how do I balance trying to pursue a music career with other aspects of basically just keeping the lights on? Oftentimes you're having to work a day job of some sorts. Sometimes you're equally passionate about that. You have to really sort of be analytical and sometimes be like, what is the outcome that I want? And sometimes you have to make sacrifices in one level or another. Decide maybe I can't have this one kind of lifestyle that I wanted trying to be an aspiring artist and have to cut back in certain ways that to support this part. Or sometimes you're like, look, I'm tired of living in a group living situation with multiple people and I want to have a place of my own. But in order to do that, I have to focus music a little bit and focus on more of the professional side. Boy, that's a really tough one. If I could only choose one, I'd prefer silence. I'd rather listen to the sounds of the island and have my own mind to imagine different music, because to me, the joy of loving music is being able to experience all different types of music and have that sort of collage in my head of what that means to me. And I don't think I'd ever want to take music I loved when I arrived on that island and somehow grow tired of it or not like it. One of the most exciting parts about running Sonic Guild and working with my team is that we've started doing this Grants Award celebration every year. And it's such a great opportunity to award the grant dollars to our different grant recipients, but to really celebrate them and to let them bask in the accomplishment of getting this money and get in front of their peers and their community, and to really see it as hopefully a launch pad to whatever the next step of their career is. And again, it comes down to community. I know that when I worked here at Polite Society, the motto used to be community equals good business. And I still 100% believe that community is what makes us all stronger. And the fact that we can be an entity that helps people come together makes me feel great enjoyment and satisfaction. And so I'd hope that you'd come out and share that with us if you're free.